Why you rarely see a dead bird, explained by science and nature. A quiet reflective man speaking slowly and clearly. Have you ever noticed something strange, something you probably never thought deeply about? You walk through parks, streets, forests, even rooftops. You see birds everywhere. Flying. Resting. Singing. Living their small, invisible lives right beside us. But there is one thing you almost never see. A dead bird. Think about it for a moment. Birds are everywhere on Earth. Billions of them exist across cities, mountains, oceans, and deserts. Yet when a bird dies, it almost feels like it simply disappears from the world. Why is that? Where do they go? And why don't we ever see them lying on the ground the way we might expect? The answer is not one single mystery. It is a combination of nature, behavior, and survival systems that work quietly in the background of life. First, we need to understand something very important. Most birds do not die in open, visible places. When a bird becomes weak, sick, or injured, its instincts take over. Even in its final moments, it will try to hide. It moves toward dense trees, bushes, rooftops, or hidden corners. This is not random. It is survival behavior built into them over millions of years. In the wild, showing weakness means becoming easy prey. So even in death, birds try to disappear. And that is the first reason you rarely see them. But there is another layer to this mystery. Bird bodies are small, light, and fragile. Unlike larger animals, they decompose very quickly. Heat, insects, and natural bacteria begin breaking them down within hours in many environments. In hot climates, this process becomes even faster. Sometimes, within a single day, there is almost nothing left to notice. Nature does not leave things untouched. It cleans everything quietly. And this leads to the third reason. Scavengers. In every environment, there are animals whose role is to clean up what others leave behind. Ants, insects, crows, foxes, stray animals, even microorganisms in the soil, all of them take part in this invisible system. A dead bird rarely stays in one place for long. It is either carried away, consumed, or broken down completely before a human ever notices it. It is not disappearance. It is recycling. Nature reuses everything. But there is still one more reason that surprises many people. You usually don't notice what you are not looking for. Birds die at all times, in trees, on rooftops, inside dense forests, in remote fields, and even in places humans rarely enter. But because we are not constantly observing those areas, our brain creates an illusion that it almost never happens. In reality, bird death is happening every single day around us. We just don't witness it. There is also an emotional side to this topic. Humans naturally pay attention to life more than death. A flying bird catches your eye. A singing bird feels alive and present. But when life ends quietly and quickly, it does not demand attention. It fades into the background of nature's constant movement. So the absence of dead birds is not a mystery of invisibility. It is a combination of instinct, environment, time, and natural cleanup systems working together perfectly. Birds hide in their final moments. Nature breaks them down quickly. Other animals return them back to the ecosystem. And humans simply don't notice the process. In the end, nothing truly disappears. It only changes form. And even a bird's death becomes part of something larger, something continuous, something that never stops. That is why you rarely see a dead bird. Not because they don't die. But because nature never lets anything remain still long enough for us to notice.